Hello guys, welcome to Networking Routers and the Routing Protocols tutorial. My name is Ramson. Today I'm going to show you the networking routers. We shall discuss a few things about networking routers. This tutorial I've divided it into two parts. Part number one, we are going to look about networking routers. Let's see the content layout that we shall cover on part number one, where we shall see a little bit introduction of networking routers. We shall see routing, network address, translation, NAT, firewall, wireless connectivity, part of services, and lastly, we shall look up port forwarding. Here we go. Networking routers are devices that connect computer networks together and facilitate the transfer of data between them. They are crucial component in the architecture of modern computer networks, including home networks and large enterprise networks. Routers operate at the network layer of the OSI Open System Interconnection Model and are responsible for making decisions about the most efficient paths for data to travel between different networks. Routers, they use routing tables and a protocol to determine the best route for data packets. Furthermore, networking routers are devices that play a crucial role in connecting multiple computer networks together, enabling data to be transmitted between them. They operate at the network layer of the OSI mode and are essential for the functioning of the Internet and the local area networks (LANs). Routing. Routers use routing algorithms and protocols to determine the optimal path for data to travel from the source to the destination across interconnected networks. Furthermore, routers using routing tables to determine the best path for forwarding data packet from the source to the destination. They make decisions based on IP addresses and routing protocols. Networking Addressing Translation (NAT). This is the protocol in which routers use routing algorithms and protocols to determine the optimal path for data to travel from the source to the destination across interconnected networks. NAT is the protocol that addresses the issue of private IP addresses. Normally, private IP addresses, they are not routable to the network. How can we solve that problem associated with private IP addresses? So, NAT comes to solve the problem of private IP addresses to be now routable over the network. And this is done by translating the private IP addresses into public IP addresses, so that now these private IP addresses, they can be used over the network after being converted into public IP addresses. So that is how network addressing translation NAT comes to solve the issue of private IP addresses. Another thing, firewall. Many routers include built-in firewall capabilities to enhance network security by controlling the incoming and outgoing network traffic based on the predetermined security rules. So we can see firewall is one among of the security feature on the network. So routers often include security features such as firewall to protect the network from unauthorized access and potential cyber threats. So firewall is there for security feature. Another thing, wireless connectivity. Some routers have built-in wireless capabilities, allowing devices to connect to the network without physical cables. These routers are commonly referred to as wireless routers. Furthermore, many routers allowing device to connect to the network via Wi-Fi. These are commonly used in homes and offices for wireless internet access. Another thing, quality of service. Routers can prioritize certain types of traffic to ensure that critical applications receive sufficient bandwidth and perform optimally. The last thing on part 1 of networking routers, it is port forwarding. Routers enable port forwarding, a feature that allows incoming traffic on a specific port to be directed to a particular device within the local network. For instance, when two computers communicate each other over a network accessing the web server, they normally use the HTTP port that enable them to access web services, which is the port number 80. So that's the example for port forwarding. So once these two computers wants to communicate accessing the web services, they should communicate over a specific port, that is port number 80. So that is how port forwarding is. Last, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to share, like, and comment. Thank you, and get ready for part 2, that is routing protocols. Thank you.